the number one place that your dog is looking to ground onto? What do you think that might be? Well, the answer is the number one place that dogs are looking to ground their emotions onto is you. Is you the guardian, or another human being that has a strong magnetic field. Okay, so they will also sometimes want to ground onto other dogs or other animals because that animal at that time might have a strong emotional charge. Okay, and it will build up that dopamine in them that is that attractive magnetic charge towards something. So mainly they want to ground on you. And one of the reasons is because they, as heart-based beings, dogs have the biggest heart per body mass of any creature. They want to melt and merge with your magnetic field. Okay, this is, and it's not a mental want. Okay, it's a pull of attraction. It's a magnetic pull of attraction. Okay, so what they're doing is they're finding like two magnets coming together that can't help but hit each other because the force is too strong. That the measurable magnetic field in your heart and the measurable magnetic field of the dog's heart are connecting. Okay, now we can have a lot of subconscious stuff going on that puts up a resistance. So it's almost like turning the magnet round so that it's repelling rather than attracting. Now, some of these subconscious emotions we can become consciously aware of and we can start to release. Okay, or we can become consciously aware of and we know why it might be that the dog can't connect with us. But for the majority, the subconscious emotions just there. Now, they might be past life, if you believe in that. They might be epigenetic, if that's how you prefer to describe it. They might be childhood traumas, birthing traumas that you're definitely not consciously aware of. That they could be somatic in the body for some reason. Okay, and you might go to a yoga class that morning and you might do a special yoga move that releases some somatic trauma that's been in your body for years, and your dog that day won't be able to connect as closely to you and they won't feel as grounded, and so they're more likely to have a charge in their body which they're then going to display as a behavior. And you will say, well, nothing's changed, and actually something did. Because when we learn to see that our dog's behaviors are related to our energy as well and our subconscious energies, okay, and their charge and where the charge might have come from in the dog, it opens up this huge big picture of why behaviors happen and how we can support dogs in a really loving way to release and ground their charge. Okay, and not to go off with that charge out into the world. And we can see how that charge might have been created, okay, and why it is that they cannot ground that charge on us. Now, it doesn't mean, okay, that all your subconscious shit, for better word, is going to go onto your dog, okay, and going to influence their behavior, because dogs are incredibly good at taking on our emotions and grounding them. Okay, so we often feel a lot better when we're with our dogs because the dog is, by nature of having the biggest heart per body mass, the dog is by nature taking on our emotions into their magnetic field and grounding them. And all this is happening without us realizing and without the dog realizing. The dog isn't going, oh, I've been watching mum and she's had a lot go on. Oh, I've been watching dad and he was really stressed yesterday, and so I'm going to do this now. This is just an energy flow. You can't get away from it, this vital life force flow. And the Institute of Heart Math have published tons of papers where they've measured vital life force flow and how it changes depending on the emotion you've felt as well, and this magnetic charge that's related to the emotion you feel and your vital life force flow. So there is a lot we can do for our dogs, and I really would love to share more with you. If you want to take part in the course, in the Canine Flow course, then head to my website and have a look at it. And yeah, maybe I can work with you and your dog to support this grounding and to support this bigger picture and to support the transformations of behavior that can happen even without any traditional training. Okay, so we can change the behaviors, we can make a difference to our dogs, utilizing what we know about their vital life force flow.